Hello, my lovely YouTubers. How are you all today? Hope you're okay. I have 4 Patrick Gamble Oracle cards left to do a reading for. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work. Usual thing, I'm still practicing and learning with these picker piles. This is the first part, the shuffling part. If you want the times for the readings, go into the description box. I'm going to ask the question today, what can I do to improve my vibration that I'm giving off to the universe? So thinking about the law of attraction and how apparently what we're giving off to the universe comes back to us to show us a reflection of ourselves, so we can learn which part of ourselves need clearing up. I'm going to open the cards to give us some sort of heads up as to what we can do to improve our own little set of information and vibrations and life events that are coming back to us. The 4 little stones that I have here, 4 little colours. Now the pink and the lilac are very similar, so I've put a lilac-y colour stone next to the lilac one so as to not confuse it with the pink one, which is over here looking very colourless because it's against the yellow background, but it's actually really quite pink, and they all have the attachment apart from this one, the green one, which doesn't have any attachments at all. Okay, so this is like a law of attraction tune-up reading. Okay, this one's turquoise, but also it has a little cracked pattern on it, but it has the attachment as well. And I think a lot of these questions that come up about the law of attraction and the vibration and what we're giving off, a lot of it comes down to our own personal attraction patterns. You know, how we attach to people. Sorry, not attraction patterns. I meant attachment patterns. You know, how we relate to other people. Now, what I also have today are a few new tarot cards. I know, it's so exciting, isn't it? I'm not sure about this one, the Angels of Wisdom. Now, I honestly don't know what are in these cards. It's a mystery, much a mystery to me as it is to you, these new ones, because this is my first go of them. But I do know that some of them have got messages about Christmas, which clearly isn't going to be relevant. But I'm not taking them out because you never know. There could be a message here for somebody who has something happen to them at Christmas, or something they dislike about Christmas, and the idea that when you think about something that you don't want, you just attract more of the same. I know that's a very hard lesson to learn, isn't it? If it is true, because I like to believe the law of attraction is true, because then we've got a bit of power over what happens to us. Yeah, right, so we've got the Patrick Gamble. We're going to have a Cosmic Tarot, because I love these cards. They're so easy to shuffle and they're such picturesque, beautiful artwork on them. So the law of attraction, if it's true, it gives us power, because we can change how we feel and we can change what happens to us. We don't necessarily have control though, do we? And I think that is a lot of it, what people like to have control over things that happen in their life, and we sort of stumble through this little earthly life, little humans, believing that we have some sort of control over what's going on. And the reality is we don't actually have a lot of control over hardly anything that goes on. What we do have though is an ability to change how we feel about what's going on. We can change the story that we tell ourselves, the narrative that we're running through our heads. We can change that easily in a blink of an eye. And I've found it is worth experimenting with, because what have you got to lose by reframing the story that you're running around with? What have you got to lose? That story is still there. You can still pick it up if you want to. But if you put the story down for a while and just tell yourself, well, I'll pick the story up later then. If nothing changes for me and I don't improve how I feel, I'll pick the story up later. You haven't got to let go of it permanently, have you? You haven't got to let go of it and think, oh, well, if I let go of my story, the story's gone. Because anything that's true won't vanish. If what you're believing is true, it won't disappear, will it? It will still be there when you come back from wherever it is that you've decided to go off and have your little break from thinking, a break from reality, have a break from thinking about it. So this is interesting to me to see what these cards are going to come up with, because I've never asked this question of the tarot cards before, and coming up with these questions is an interesting concept for me, because usually I have a person sitting opposite me who says to me, oh yeah, I've got this question, I've got this question. Or honestly, they don't ask the question, they just say, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and you don't need to tell me the question. So often I don't actually even get to hear the question, and I open the cards up and I tell the story, and then they usually start talking about whatever it is that they have been asking a question about. So for me to be asking the questions of the tarot cards is a whole new concept for me. It's interesting. Now I've got these cards, which are giant tarot, and it's a little deck called The Art of Tarot, which is great, isn't it? The Art of Tarot. I love that. It's fantastic, and the cards are beautiful. And they've got little hearts in each corner. And this is what this all boils down to. The law of attraction, it's all about how you feel. How you feel changes your vibration, but also it's what you're thinking. Now, you haven't got a choice to change how you feel if you're not changing your thinking. Have a little practice with yourself. Decide if you prefer to work on how your mind works, or if you're really capable of just changing how you feel at whim. I find that very difficult for a person who's feeling like very angry or in a very dense low vibration. It can be time consuming to rush those feelings, can't it? It's an effort to go from being really, really angry to being calm and playful and ready to accept the next step. It's difficult. It's not an easy thing to do unless you've really practiced that. You practice recognising how you're feeling. You practice sitting with your feelings, because sitting on your feelings or pretending you're not having feelings never works. It makes you ill eventually. But ideally, you're practicing being on a vibration that is so pleasant to be in that you can't really be swayed off that very far. It's like a seesaw. If you're sitting on a balanced seesaw and you're in the middle of it, it's not going to go very far, right? Most of us don't sit on a balanced seesaw. Most of us are on one end and there's someone else on the other. And that is the dependent relationship status, isn't it? Where what you do depends on what someone else does, and what they do is dependent on what you do. And it's a very difficult situation, especially when you consider that sometimes you're related to these people. You can't just walk away. You are sort of trapped with them for years, right? So if you know you're going to be stuck with people for years, the best thing you can do is clean up your part of that. You be the person that's offering the highest vibration possible. That is not going to be a bad thing, is it? It really isn't. Now, have I got enough space here for these readings? That's the shuffling done. Dear Guardian Angels, thank you ever so much for allowing us this space to be able to open the cards for these lovely people. And I will see you in your reading. Bye for now. Okay, pile number 1. Look at these little things, these little elephants. Do you see these? These lovely little crystal elephants. They're out of focus when they're on the corner, and you can barely see that they are an elephant. Oh dear. And I got them off the internet, you know how you do, as a way for people to choose which pile they wanted. So I will use the elephants on my next question. So this is my final question using the Patrick Gamble Oracle cards. Now I like to do the difficult one first, so I'm going to choose the one that has the 2 stones. Dear Spirit Guides, helping us to do these spirit readings, thank you ever so much for bringing us this opportunity. I feel like I need to put this in the middle and to open the angel cards. Oh, new love. love. Okay. Now, I don't know why that's upside down. Are they all upside down? Because if they are, then I'm turning it the right way up. Yep, it's okay. It's me. They're all upside down. Turn it the right way up. Phew. We're going to have a right way up. New love. Oh, new love. Now, bear in mind, this question is, what have you got to do to improve your vibration? What you have to do in this situation is you have to put yourself on that feeling as if you have a new relationship going on that you really want. You know, that feeling of exhilaration and excitement and anticipation where you've got a new person in your world. Look at this. I respect this angel because I know I am an eternal student with many future lives to help me learn. Okay. That's an interesting concept, isn't it? We've got the Emperor. And we've got the Nine of Wands. That's wishing for things to be different. Oh, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Tranquility and calmness. Completion. And the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. The Four there. This is the balancing act you're doing. Peace and calm. Being in a place of peace and calm and feeling like there's a piece of the jigsaw missing. Oh, so let me show this picture. Feeling like there's a piece of the jigsaw missing and that you need a relationship to have this feeling of completion. Okay? And this card is reminding me that there's something to learn here. The Ace of Pentacles suggests that there are no financial problems or issues. This is an amazing card to see for the money because it says that's not an area where you've got any concerns over, but the relationship status is, and what you're offering out to the universe is a feeling of there's something missing. Where's my partner? Where's my person to love? Where's my new relationship? But while you're saying those things to yourself and you're feeling that to the universe, you're not going to get the new relationship that you want. Okay, you can have this new relationship. It's definitely there for you when you can put yourself in a place of wholeness. So that is what is missing for you, pile number one, is a feeling of wholeness. You feel like you need someone else to complete you, and then you'll feel better. Right? None of that is true. Having another human being in your world is not going to make you feel happy like this. Having another person in your world just brings about a new set of problems when you haven't looked at your own inner world. So this reading is asking you to look at your inner world, like this is what you want. You want to be dancing and loving life, and you feel like you can only do this if you're with another person, and if you haven't got that other person, then you don't feel like you're having a best of life experience. But it's not true, and the angels are asking you to live your life as if you have got a person with you. Okay, live your life as if you've already got your soulmate with you, and then someone who is on that same wavelength will appear for you, and the only person who can make you feel complete in your life is you. That's a lovely reading, it's perfect. So all you've got to do is work on how you're feeling and ask yourself why and what exactly is going to change and how you feel if you have another person with you doing whatever it is you're currently doing every day. Say to yourself, right, today, if I was with my soulmate, if I was with somebody who wanted to be with me, what would I be doing? And then head off out and do that, whatever it is you think that you would be having an improved version of a part of your day if you had someone as a soulmate to share it with, and then go about and doing that, and that is how you're going to meet your soulmate. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh yeah, if I had a person today, I'd go for a walk along the beach after my dinner. Well, there's nothing stopping you going for a walk along the beach after your dinner on your own. Do things on your own that you would want to do with a soulmate, and you will meet other people who are also out there looking for someone like them on the same wavelength. And just be calm about it. Just know that it's going to happen in the right time when you feel better. Well, that's lovely. I love that reading. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Bye for now. Hello, my lovely YouTube watchers. I've got to choose the second pile to do a reading for. Pile number 2. Let's make it the turquoise one, shall we? The second reading. Let's see. And what we've got for this little turquoise stone, I'm going to read the one that's new to me, that I've got no idea what it's going to say. The Angel of Responsibility. I summon this angel by working hard towards my goals and reaping the rewards. Okay, so by working hard, there's an angel out there that can come to you when you have achieved your goals. Okay, so this is a reading for somebody who's already achieved goals and they're hanging on to something which is no good for them, and they're hanging on to something which they still believe is useful. Oh, now bearing in mind the question is, what can I do to improve the vibration I give off to the universe? And the answer appears to be, oh, look at this. This is a very powerful reading, isn't it? Letting go of something. The Death card, which obviously means letting go of something old and unwanted, and then the new is born, and then creation is actually creating something new out of the old. Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness, the Death card again, and the Nine of Swords. Ah, so there's a lot of worry and confusion. And the card that's come up here is schizophrenia. Okay, so this matches perfectly the schizophrenia card, the Nine of Swords, because you can worry yourself into an early grave. Literally, you can worry yourself to death. So what you have to do, dear person who's asking the universe what it is they can improve to improve their vibration they're giving out to the universe in order to bring back an improved situation to themselves. Hold on a moment, let me see if I can move these up. Okay, so the law of attraction, this person is clinging on to old ideas because of things that have happened, and they're very, very real things, and they feel like they need to hang on to this old stuff. But these Death cards are telling you that if you let go of the old, something new will be born. Okay, so there's been a lot of worry and a lot of upset and anxiety and distress over a situation which you've got no control over, and it feels like, look at this, the opposite of death, the upside down. What this card is telling you is that if you don't give up what you no longer need, if you don't give up this need to worry and try and control, because the Queen of Swords comes up as a person who likes to control things and likes to control situations, as we all do, as we're humans, that's what we do. You will end up driving yourself slightly off balance mentally, right? Where you're just permanently worrying about these two things that may or may not happen, and you feel like you're just hanging in there because you can't see a way through and you can't see a way out. And this reading is asking you to let go of the unwanted. Let go of worrying about things that you can't change. Let go, and this stone that's got the fractured pattern through it, let go of those thoughts that aren't serving you. Okay, so there's some work to do here on your mind and what you're using your mind for. If you could do the exercise of writing it down, what it is these birds represent, these negative thinking, these thoughts. Now if you know you've got negative thinking and you feel it's for a genuine reason, because this is reality for you, this is really the situation that you're in, know that that doesn't have to stay your reality, and how you think about your reality will change it, right? You can create something new, because you're going to be living through this experience. You are going to be living through this experience. There's some things that happen you just can't change. But what you can do is let go of the least useful parts of your mind that you're worrying about, like the parts of your thinking that are not useful to you. Let them go. Just let it go. Don't worry about the control. Write down the things that you'd like to change. Write down the things that you can change, and write down the things that you think you can change or you can't change. Know the difference. Make a list of things that you'd like to change, and then on one side of the page put things that you've got no control over, And on the other side of the page, things that you actually have got some control over. And at the bottom of the page, write down how you're thinking about those things that you can't change. Yep. Now you can write them on individual bits of paper and fold them up and put them in a jar and give them over to the universe. So you surrender and release them to a higher intelligence and a higher power, and see what comes back. Give this worrying a rest. Stop worrying. Okay, give it over to the universe, and from the death of that, from the letting go of that need to control, something new will be coming your way. Let me know how you get on, dear little person that needs to look at how they're thinking. It's work to be done with the thinking. So the question is, what can you do to improve your vibration you give out to the universe? And the answer for you is, look inside your mind and see how you're using your mind to improve your current set of circumstances. Doesn't mean you've got to change everything straight away. It means you have to think thoughts which are more pleasing to you and don't cause you as much pain as how you have been looking at things. And this card is also a reminder not to imagine the bad things coming to you, not to picture the worst case scenarios. So you can change thinking from really thinking negatively and feeling everything is lost, right, to just opening your eyes a little bit and noticing that you've got a pillow next to you. And if you want, you could just lean back on that pillow and put your head on it, have a little nap. You'd feel better when you wake up. Right, all is not lost. There is hope on the horizon, and you can get through this. And this also comes up when people are suffering with their sleep. You can have sleepless nights worrying about things that you can't control and you can't change them. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hello dear lovely YouTubers. I have 2 piles left. For pile number 3 I'm going to choose the pink one. I'm going to make the green one pile number 4. Pile number 3, we are asking the cards what you need to do to improve your vibration in the universe. Okay, divine timing, when the time is right. Okay, so that would suggest to me there's an element of impatience going on here. I know this is my guardian angel because she greets me in my sleep every night. Okay, somebody who's doing some spirit communication in their sleep. 5 of Swords. Mystery. Oh no, the mystery card. I'm going to read that card out. And the Hermit. This is a weird combo to get. The Page of Cups upside down. Okay, pages speed things up. Wheel of Fortune, change and clinging to the past. Okay, I'm going to read this mystery because it is a mystery, and that's a beautiful card, isn't it? Look at this. I've never seen this combination of cards before. He is the lovely, the medicine man. He's got the feather in his cap, and he's got the crow, and he's got a knowledge that is a mystery to most people. And the divine timing says that there's a spiritual element of life which can't be explained, okay, by going within. This is the Hermit, by having introspection. And it's these 2 people here, they've all got male figures on, haven't they? Future, uncertainty, feeling lost, losing sight, hope, but there is light in the darkness. Mystery is about our future. Sometimes in the darkness we cannot see where we are going in life, and when the sun goes down we see no horizons, but they are still there. But in the depth of night we become scared and uncertain. We fear in making decisions that may take us deeper into the unknown. We have to learn not to feed the fear and become like the lost child. A man who is blind still knows of all the things around him. You have to be like the blind man and know that all your horizons are still there. Allow yourself to be carried forwards from the darkness into the light. The raven within this picture represents the fears and negativity that we carry within ourselves from yesterdays. The quartz crystal is carrying a continuous pulse symbolising love, courage and positivity to overcome and break through into the dawn of a new day. Okay, so it's suggesting fear. There's fear involved with making the decisions to change. Am I feeling that? Am I feeling there's a need for change, but there's a fear of change? This one, Page of Cups, there is fate. This is interesting. There is serendipity and magic here. Like the first breath of love or a very first kiss, anything is possible at this time. Be open to wildly wonderful miracles. This is the When Pigs Fly card, and holding it in your hands is a sign that unforeseen yet lucky events are coming your way. Bring childlike enthusiasm to the unknown and welcome any unexpected twists on your journey. Be open to inspiration from the strangest of places and pay attention to the intuitive musings that arrive. They will give your creativity wings. As you enjoy this time of strangely unique thinking, ensure that you are not being overly sensitive or blocking your own flow because you're trying to control the process. Allow your emotions to follow the breadcrumbs of joy. Play a little more, do something silly, stay curious about any feelings of wonder and awe, and allow your sensitive dreamer to dream. The mantra for this card is, the world is my flourishing oyster and I'm excited to see what happens next. Okay, so that's what's holding you back. That's the answer to the question for this reading, is that you are still clinging to the past, which keeps you in the same vibration of old. And this reading is asking you to know that everything happens when the time is right, and also to keep your mind open to the new that can come to you, and to try and start feeling the anticipation of the good things that can happen. Now the Five of Swords here suggests to me that you could be a little bit concerned about bad things happening. Is that right? Let me know if that is something that you're scared of. I'm going to read this one out for you. Five of Swords. A current course of action brings you few favours as you battle hard for an unattainable goal. This is a fruitless fight, and it is wiser to admit defeat. Do not let pride prevent you from extricating yourself from a punishing schedule or project. It can be more courageous to walk away. Okay, so there's been an element of disappointment and unwanted things happen in the past, which you're fearful of happening again in the future, but you won't let go of the past. So how can the future will turn in your favour if you're clinging to the past? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4. The final reading in these piles. Oh, clarity. Okay, so the question is, what can you do to improve your vibration for the law of attraction? And the answer here is, you need to be clear about what it is that you want for the universe. I remember to honour this angel always, even when my emotions are triggered. Okay, so we've got a deep feeling person here who's clouding their own vibration with their feelings. Support. That's a lovely angel card. I mean, just a reminder, you're not on your own. There are people around you who will help you to understand what it is that you want and you need, and to help you deal with your feelings. You've got very, very strong feelings, which can be difficult to manage. Yeah, like the Temperance card, which is being calm, right, and learning to manage your emotions, was reversed. So it suggests that there's an element of not being disciplined enough here. And again, upside down judgment. It's not disciplined enough. The judgment is the discipline, and also the fairness. Playfulness. Oh, that's a lovely card to see amongst all this drama of, oh, you've got to get your emotions in check. That wasn't upside down. I turned it up upside down. But we've got these two strong male energies, and we've got this male energy. You're not on your own. So this person here, who's got a beautiful green stone, this was the stone you felt represented you, which is also the green of calm. There's a lot of green in the background here. When people represent the heart chakra, and that's what I feel this reading is for, it's for somebody who really has deep feelings and they're full of just following their heart and their feelings. And what really the universe is asking you here is to fill your heart full of a choice, so you don't always have to be over brimming with warm heat feelings of love or anger or whatever that feeling is that you're full of, frustration. You can also fill your heart with feelings of peace and love and calm. Okay? When your heart is calm, your mind finds it easier to attain clarity, to know what it is that you want. Right? The two things go hand in hand. You can't have a clear mind and be clear-minded and have a clear vibration if you're running around being tempestuous and energetic and feeling with the heart as if you are capable of making changes yourself. Right? Now you are, but you are expending a lot of energy doing that. And this upside down temperance would suggest there's a need here to calm down and slow down and take it all easy in order to improve your vibration you're giving off to the universe, because otherwise you're going to bring about an unfairness on yourself. Like what you give out comes back to you, and if what you're giving out is the dynamic energy of getting things done and making things happen because you really want it and you're forcing it to happen, it's literally you're going to create the opposite of that. And when you look around you for support and look to other people and see how other people have done whatever it is you're doing, that's how you're going to learn to improve this situation for yourself. Because notice the heat of this side. There's the heat of the red colours and the gold and the orange, and that goes around to a calmer, peaceful pink and green. So yes, did I say that? The colours of the heart chakra usually come up with pink and green. So that's why this green stone suggests to me that it's the heart here that is in need of calming. A calmer heart will bring you more of what you need. How about that? How do you like those apples? Well, thanks for watching. Take care, dear lovely YouTube watchers. Bye for now.